Well, hello. My name's Chris, otherwise known as Zaphod. Filming this on a Saturday lunchtime. Full day for this one. We start at 7:30 and I'll finish at 6:30 tonight. Again, just to touch base with clients and to go into a bit of more detail as to what we actually do. And today's been a very good prime example. In the previous video, which I think was day in the life of 5, I mentioned that I don't do double ups. Well, I'm not part of the double up team. Allegedly, I'm more valuable out on my own, but whether that's a bit of soft soap or whatever you want to call it, I don't know. But this morning I had the pleasure of seeing the client who I spoke of in the other video, who has come home for end-of-life palliative care, and that was a double up with a client being served by 2 carers. He's not doing too well, got to say, but here we get into the nuts and bolts of things. He's in a lot of pain. He has a couple of fractures in his back, and I've not read the current discharge letter, but when clients are discharged from hospital, having been an inpatient, they will be given a discharge letter which they have a copy of, and a copy goes to their GP. We like to take photographs of the discharge letter, with permission of course. Don't think it's ever been turned down permission, but we take copy, and so we can see as carers what's gone on and what the prognosis is for any client who is discharged from hospital. He was away for nearly 2 weeks, in a lot of pain today, so it's just as well there was a double up visit to him this morning. He was so pleased to see myself and my colleague. He's a lovely chap. So double ups usually come about where in the limited amount of time we have for the calls, and that's dictated by adult social services and fast track. This morning's call was an hour, and so this one sorted out his medications that have newly been prescribed, so that we can administer them during our visits, which allow 4 times a day on his behalf. Now, he needed a lot of assistance this morning because he's on a lot of morphine at the moment. He will drop off to sleep, or just like that, and his mobility, well, it's next to 0. Whereas when I saw him before he was away, he was quite reasonable. But as you can gather, with his stay in hospital, diagnosed with those 2 fractures to his spine, and went in initially with double pneumonia. So you can imagine the amount of medications he may well be on for the rest of his life. So he needed assistance in standing. He was quite wobbly, but he had a full strip wash this morning, mouth care, medications, company, but he was just glad to be home. He'd had a rotten time at the hospital, and it wasn't because of his condition. It was because of either other patients or, dare I say it, some of the staff at this hospital are not, they lack the bedside manner, and they can be quite rude and very sort of hands-on and physical, not in a nasty sense, but don't take the care and attention to make someone comfortable as we do as carers. But it was lovely to see him, and I'm just going to be popping off to see him just now for a lunchtime call. When usually a driver goes in, now he has a driver in his right leg pumping in morphine into him because of his excruciating pain with his back and accordingly to his stomach. Drivers when they are installed by district nurses, they first of all had to be tinkered up a bit. So may need more, may need less morphine. But I've got to be blunt, that when a driver is installed, that person's days are more or less numbered. And it was a bit of a shock to see this client this morning for the first time in 2 weeks, considering where we both left off. But that's part of caring. As I've said previously, every day is different. You may leave someone in the morning who looks on death's door, and when you see them in the evening, it looks like they could go partying or night clubbing overnight. And the reverse can happen. Someone can suddenly deteriorate during the day for whatever reason, or have an incident like a heart attack or a TIA or a stroke, or just come down with an infection, chest infection. And they don't hang about in coming forward, these infections. I'll tell you, once they develop, they do develop. Anyway, this is another touch base with yourselves. I'll keep you posted on how this client does, obviously, but bless his heart, he's a lovely chap. So onward to my next victim. Until the next time, take care of yourselves. If you do like this sort of thing, this kind of video blog, please like, share and subscribe, and describe if you have to others. And we'll keep these going. All the very best. Take care. Bye for now.